think there is a huge degree of change in the AV industry at the moment. It's the way we see it developing is actually following in the footsteps of the IT industry. We see it consolidating, we see it changing from being lots of fragmented sort of small companies into fewer, bigger players. We also see the size of the contracts changing that the clients are offering, and I suppose one follows the other in that as the contracts get bigger, the companies to handle those contracts need to get bigger themselves. I think what the big corporates are looking for is standardization. Also, they have a completely different set of priorities compared to our traditional buyers. In that in the old days it was all about the product. Now it is much more about compliance, security issues, what bandwidth are the products going to use on their networks, and so the demands on the integrators have increased in a way, and we're spending a lot more of our time dealing with MSAs, framework agreements, ensuring that we have ISO 9000, 14000, 18000, 27000, all these standards that big corporates insist on, they're not voluntary. And so the integrators have to have these accreditations and also need to be credible in terms of our processes and our ability to deliver on a global scale. It is demanding to keep up with modern health and safety, modern compliance type issues, and obviously you mentioned a couple of the banks. The banks are being hit all the time with extra regulations which they need to pass down to their supply chain. And so yes, for any supplier, whether it's AV, IT, telcos, whoever, a lot more time is spent on the paperwork and the processes rather than the products. The industry's gone to over 100 billion now. The IT industry is 3.8 trillion in terms of turnover, and their contracts are involving more and more AV, and it's up to us as an industry to go out and grab them, and we have the skills and the expertise to do so.